Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns on Odell Town Road. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. Gonna take my dogs to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. I got Odell running the flat, touchdown with a snatch. Teammate holding back and
Who do I got with me now?
You got Romeo, baby!
From where?
Cleveland, Ohio, baby. Cleveland's in the building, baby. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, Romeo.
Yeah.
Wednesday night QBs live in the Muni Live.
Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, 7:30.
7:30.
You can't miss it.
Okay.
Live on Facebook.
I'll be
You
here.
See your smiling face.
Definitely.
All right, here's the question.
All right, what we got?
Quick questions. Give us your Browns resume. How long have you been coming down how long have you been tailgating?
All of my almost 50 years.
Oh, man. 50 years.
Yes.
And
we're going to the motherfucking Super Bowl!
Oh, you heard what he
we're
said?
going to the motherfucking Super Bowl.
All right.
Quick, now.
Come on.
You going to work tomorrow?
I'm the boss, so I'll get there when I get there, right?
That's exactly what I was
Ain't that
thinking.
right? That's a good answer,
All right,
right?
now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes here.
Come on.
Besides Baker and Odell,
Uh-huh.
who do we need to have to play a key part in today's victory?
My boy, because he mad at me because I don't have his jersey on. My boy, number 81, Rashad Higgins.
Oh, Hollywood.
That's my boy, yeah. That's my boy, Hollywood Higgins. Hey, I ain't got your jersey on because you didn't play last week. Really? I'm calling Auntie. I'm telling Auntie on you.
You heard him, Hollywood.
Yes.
All right, now then you got to give it to us straight. Don't give it to us from the heart. Give it to us from the head. Who's going to win today's game? What's the final score?
The Browns, baby. 24-17, baby.
Wow, he didn't even hesitate, John.
Did you hear that, John?
Didn't even hesitate.
I didn't hesitate, Johnny. Come on.
I heard you, Romeo.
Do me a favor. Tell Caller he's got to mute his phone.
Who?
Caller.
Caller?
You got to mute your phone.
You got to mute your phone.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. We're all here. We got Freddie's going to challenge this name. Baker hates Grossi and the greedy Odells with his hand, his face palming it. What's up, everyone?
Oh,
got a great show lined up for you today, man.
Hey, I came across something today I thought you guys might like.
Oh, we will.
And?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
For sure. For
Fitting.
sure.
That was fitting. Thank you, Jim Morrow. Appreciate it.
Man, oh man.
What's on the agenda today besides more of the same?
We got a lot to talk about.
You don't
tonight,
want to talk
guys.
about playoffs.
We got a lot to talk about
No
tonight.
playoffs.
Six people are already watching. As soon as Jim moves the slide, I will.
There's the line.
Oh, sound difference. Tell us
Sound
more about
weird.
the sound difference. Was the video too loud? Are our mics too loud? And we'll
Sound
try to
different?
fix that as we go. So first, some hellos. We got Marty, Liz is watching, Tom is watching, Tom P and Tom L are watching. You guys are awesome. Eli's watching. What's up, Glenn? Ray. Okay. Boom.
That's it. Good.
We got some quotes. We got some bang-up quotes. Got some Milwaukee's best. Make sure you drink when you see the blue line. I got my new Mac Wilson cup, number 51 linebacker.
Why don't you tell us who's underneath
We'll
that
do a
black
little. We'll do a little. Oh, we'll get to that. What the hell did we just watch? Our show review from Sunday's debacle.
How can they join into this shit show, John?
Well, you go to zoom.us, or you can dial that number at the top, 929-205-6099, and go to that room number, which is always the same, 599-401-010, and it's also at the top of your screen if you're watching online. Oh, he said the video was loud. Sorry, guys. I'll fix that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Fix that next time. The producer it's really amateur hour.
Want me to replay the video?
The video with Romeo?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Loud.
Yeah, that's life.
No, not that. Not yours, Jim.
Oh, okay.
Everyone heard that one.
You never have enough Jim Morrow.
Amazing to think that he coached for another place and they didn't think he was good enough. Who said it?
I don't know. I give up already.
Well, you could give our listeners.
All right. Yeah, well, they're 30 seconds behind, so it'll make for a very long show if we let them try to guess. Now, they should be in here early guessing with us live and then leaving. What's up, JD?
Obviously, somebody was talking about Belichick, so.
Who was it?
Well, hard to say.
Dorsey. I threw out my guess.
Quarterback Tom Brady on Bill Belichick's 300th win and a jab at the jackass Art Modell.
Well, fuck you, TB12.
Move on. Next one.
I am who I am, and always have been. Don't call it emotional when it's convenient, and then passion when it fits.
All right, obviously, we all know this.
No, we know this one.
These are all these are softballs. I'm surprised you didn't get Tom Brady.
I'll tell you, the only thing that he did good this week was walk off the podium when Grossi asked him that stupid question.
Now, see, you like
That's it.
I think it's about 50-50.
Grossi treats him like an asshole. I would treat Grossi like an asshole. I'm sick of that guy.
Why does the media have to ask such stupid asinine questions? Why?
Especially
were you happy with that drive?
That mealy mouth grumbleberry Tony Grossi. He sucks.
The question was stupid, but you can't just storm off like that.
He does it to try to get a reaction.
He gave him more than enough time in that stupid 3-4 question.
He does it
interview.
to try to get a reaction.
They were ridiculous.
Grossi got just what he wanted out of it.
He did.
He's wrong to that kid.
I wish more players would just storm off and be like, you know what, that's a fucking asinine question. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I was mad. We didn't score, you idiot.
Were you happy
I don't
with
see
that?
anything wrong with that comment.
Yeah, I was thrilled.
Now, should he take that kind of stance? I don't know, right? Professionally, probably not. How much more can you take from this guy?
Hey, he is who he is.
They tried to score twice within the last minute 30. He was trying to compare it to that. And he was trying to get Baker to probably shit on Freddie a little bit, probably. But, you don't shit where you eat. I mean, that's just, what's he going to say? You know what? Coach threw us under the bus. That's why we lost. It sucked.
Now, what's the history with Grossi? Grossi said something about eating his shoes.
If Baker was in New York, he'd be getting fucking posted right now.
Right. Did you hear?
He plays in Cleveland.
Like, what's his name? Pat Shurmur won't go on New York's show that is like the home of the Jets because the same thing happened to him. If I were him, I wouldn't even talk to Grossi. I would be like, next.
Absolutely. I'm with John, 100%. He asked the most asinine, irrelevant questions. Were you happy with that? What answer did he think he was going to give him besides that is the stupidest question you could ask?
If you were happy with that drive? New York, I mean, oh my God, or LA, for God's sakes. That's nothing.
There are some great comments coming in on Facebook. I'm not going to read them if you don't agree with my opinion. So you have to come in. No, go ahead. Let's see. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Whoa. I like that. Grossi bad question. Baker, hold my beer. Baker tried excusing the problem by blaming a penalty that didn't even happen until after what was being talked about. I agree with all that stuff, but I disagree that I'm just of the opinion that that Grossi has it out for Baker, and enough is enough. I would just say next question to him for the next 10 years.
All right.
You know what it is? The question and answer period after the last who knows how many games, it's just stale. We don't even have anything new to ask anymore.
Right.
But I did hear Freddie say this week that he's going to look into all these penalties or figure out a way to correct it.
Yeah.
He waited until fucking halfway through the season to
correct
the penalty situation.
He says he doesn't coach penalties. I said, please.
What I have to say to you, Freddie.
If you could coach not doing penalties, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Starting to sound a lot like you, but let's get into that.
Or Shermer.
He has
Southern
some
Shermer.
Shermer-esque comments.
Next quote.
Sure.
Next quote.
Moving right along.
I just felt like we didn't challenge as much as we could have. I think we shied away from it, was expecting to and looking forward to it, but that wasn't the case today.
I thought Freddie challenged just plenty. We're not talking about that kind of challenge?
No, we're talking about challenging the defense with some deep,
I thought
balls and
challenging
some slants. Who said
I
it?
thought challenging plays that were obviously not going to get overturned is what you were referring to.
Well, that sounds like a receiver. To me.
Do you know which one?
I know a running back wouldn't say that. I know an offensive lineman wouldn't say that. I know Baker is pretty much smart enough not to say that.
Please tell me it was Higgins who was on the field for like 3 snaps.
Higgins, Mister, I was ready to go 3 weeks ago, Higgins, but the coach didn't think he was.
Oh,
There you go.
Was this
Odell.
before?
Odell.
We'll call him Johnny Truculent.
Was this before or after he gave
Truculent.
Brady his shoes?
Ray and Tom L. both got it right.
Right.
Good for them.
So, this
I
next
award
quote.
you both no points.
Oh, we're moving on already. Huh?
Oh, wow.
This
Another
next
quote?
came
No
as a
comment.
result of this quote.
Great.
Odell had 7 balls thrown to him. He caught 5 of them. I'm not responding to that. We need to win a football game. That's what I'm worried about.
It's got to be Freddie. Freddie picks and chooses what he's going to respond to.
You got, and I like how he responded and said he wasn't going to respond to it.
He does that. He does that every time.
How
Or he'll
about
say-
making some tough catches there, Odell, and doing what you're getting paid to do?
Well, there's always that. Who
It's
was it that said that, James?
Go
Well,
ahead.
JD says Freddie. Tom says Freddie. I gave you guys 3 softballs and 1 curveball, and you hit them out of the park.
That's great. Moving right along. Hey, it's a picture of Jimmy.
Take your hat off, Jimmy! No? Okay.
There's not enough blue lines on here.
Well, drink anyway, then. It don't matter.
I'm gonna trust me after that debacle. I'm gonna drink. There it is.
27-13, 17 points in the first quarter. The first 3 drives were turnovers. There was the kicked ball from Batonio's foot. And then did the second Nick Chubb fumble come after that, after a great run?
Yes, it did.
There was a great run.
3 consecutive plays, John.
And the ball got punched out.
Yes.
And then there was the Batonio got blown up and Baker tossed it right into the hands.
Pitchception and
Right?
I don't even know how. I don't think anyone knows how to fully
doesn't
describe
have the
what
ring
that
to it that
was.
butt fumble does. I've heard that compared to it, but
I was watching it with my friends from
Would someone
New England.
someone tell Glenn I haven't awarded the points yet? So don't go. Take it easy there, buddy. Pump the brakes.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see his comments. Is he already
he's
complaining?
he's already wondering where his trophy
thanks
is.
for the point for this week's prediction. Yeah, we have not revealed that. If you keep
we
commenting like that stuff in the comments, we might have to
I'm
reconsider.
sure somebody was closer than you anyway, buddy.
Sorry,
Might-
Glenny.
Very well could be someone closer than Glenn.
And get your comments in about the plays that stood out to you, and or the stats that you liked, or the performances that you liked, and we're gonna keep going.
Obviously, there's nothing else that needs to be said about the final score, so we'll move on.
Well, we beat them the second through fourth quarter,
Terrific.
13-10.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, Baker.
Oh, we got a comment from JD. He said Rizzo tried to insinuate that Baker threw that pitch on purpose because he wanted Freddie fired.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Moving on.
Is there not enough time? Like, can you not see that and think this play's getting blown up? Maybe I should just hold on to it, or I don't know. I mean, some people were saying there's no way, it just happened too fast.
Well, you know what my thing is? I think it's just, I don't want to say muscle memory, but they practiced it so many times. I just think that Baker was just ready to do that, and then it was totally unexpected that Batonio would get blown up like that, and the guys it was like a split second, just one of those dumb things. Everybody, all quarterbacks.
Patriots came out and said as much as they knew that was the play. They knew that.
Great. I think Baker was just so.
He's like, gotta pitch it.
What's happening?
Gotta pitch it. Landry's usually right here. I'm doing it. But so then that tells me then it's a play, and you're still guessing, and he's not seeing it. But maybe that play you can't see it and make that kind of adjustment. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe he was only looking at Landry and he couldn't see anything else.
it's going to
Landry
go
was actively getting pushed out of the way.
I get that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I obviously didn't do it on purpose.
Hey. I'm not arguing with you. I'm we're just debating.
Right.
We're all angry here. The greedy
say it was a terrible, terrible play.
It was a terrible three plays in a row. It couldn't have gone any worse after that.
It's the Browns. What do you expect?
So Sims did a breakdown of it, Tom. I don't know I didn't watch it. I'll go watch it, maybe. Tell me what he said.
I don't need a breakdown. It sucked and it's over. What else are you gonna
highest
do?
rated quarterback versus the Patriots, Baker Mayfield.
20-31. So fucking what? Who gives a shit? When his QB rating was how many yards he threw for, everything. That's fucking inconsequential, all that bullshit stats they like to throw out there. Who cares? They lost and they looked bad doing it.
JD says we shouldn't have called that play in your own territory. What do you guys think about that?
Fine.
Well,
you know what? I wanted to respond to Brian's little comment there.
Ooh.
Say it, James.
Go ahead. Bad for the most part, but honestly, if you take away that ridiculous pitch interception from Baker, he actually played pretty good.
James, you know as well as I do, you can't take any of it away. You can't take any of it away.
He would have one TD.
It's all part of the whole thing. You can't pick and choose what's good and bad. It's either good or it's bad. There's no gray area.
Now, did that pitch count as an interception, or did he have another interception later?
It counts as a pick because they caught it.
Okay. Because he almost had another interception in the end zone that got dropped.
Technically, I guess it's a forward pass, right?
A double pass, but since they caught it, it basically counts as an interception.
Yeah, it's technically a forward pass.
He got sacked 5 times.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think a lot of that was late.
Yeah, and the last couple sacks looks like they really hurt.
Get him out of there, right? I'm like it. This team has no comeback in them. Nick Chubb, 20 attempts, 131 yards, 2 fumbles. Oh, that one I felt so bad that Joe Bitonio kicked it out of his hands. The other one, I think you got to be paying attention.
You know what, though? You're blaming Joel. You got to blame Nick. That's his fault. It's the running back's job to hold on to the ball.
Absolutely.
When you have a boot from your offensive lineman coming at you?
Matter where the boot's coming from.
If that ball's in his arm, it needs to be secured.
You guys are being too hard on the kid. He was crying. It looked like he was crying on the field.
There was a lot of people crying, John. Present company almost included because it was this close to just being like, how can this fucking happen again?
Dan's here. What's up, Dan?
And I'll tell you what.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, cousin Dan, how are you?
Want some cheese?
Hello, Connie.
Are you having cheese and wine tonight?
Yeah.
Milwaukee's best flight, James. Get on board.
Jarvis Landry, 10 targets, 5 catches, 65 yards. Odell, 7 targets, 5 catches, 52 yards. Demetrius Harris with the lone touchdown, 21-yarder.
Nice pass, too.
That was nice, by the way.
That was good.
Higgins got targeted twice in that game side for the 3 plays he was on the field.
Antonio Callaway, 3 targets, 2 of 11.
Am I the only one that likes to see Dontrell Hilliard catch the ball out of the backfield more than
I'm not
Chubb?
a big fan of that guy. Can't wait.
Ever since the fumble.
Hilliard, hate him.
Which fumble? Which fumble, John? There's 17 in a game.
No.
So
Ever since his fumble in the previous game that led to an interception. Not the one where he missed and it went to an interception. 2 games.
I know.
Ago.
I'm just trying to figure out which fumble you're really referring
I squirm when Hilliard is being thrown the ball. He fumbled it again last game.
The only reason I'm asking is because he coming out of the backfield, he seems to be a little more sure-handed. I don't know.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that 2 weeks from now. You'll never see him again.
After Hunt gets here.
God, yeah. We're gonna be playing that fucking game. I can't wait for this.
Well, there's no game to play. He's just 100 times better than Hilliard. So,
I hope you're right.
Are we good with the offense? I mean, there's nothing really to go over. You want to go to defense next?
I was just gonna say, why do we even spend so much time on the offense?
Joe Schobert, leading tackler. Morgan Burnett next. Everyone else. Olivier Vernon did stuff.
He finally did stuff.
I need to give my boy Olivier Vernon some credit.
He heard you. He heard you.
He finally had a good game.
He was our third view on YouTube. He got really mad, and he.
That's your boy, huh? I didn't know that was your boy.
That was some sarcasm, Brian. Sarcasm.
Olivier, Miles, and Eric Murray had some tackles for a loss. That's pretty impressive. What's up? Oh, Tiana.
Come on, buddy.
You guys are doing great in there. Put your comments in there. We'll read them out.
How'd you guys like Denzel Ward's blocked field goal?
Oh, that was awesome, man.
I'll tell you. You know what I was not impressed.
So fun.
You know what I was not impressed with, and I'm not trying to dig on the guy because he's a rookie and
don't say greedy.
I'm gonna say greedy.
Why?
Because they picked on him the whole game, and
rightfully so. You knew they were going to. He did fine.
He didn't do fine.
Greedy had a good game. Greedy can tackle.
Were you guys watching the same game as I was when it was fucking third and 7, and he's playing 20 yards off the guy, and the guy walked for a first down?
On Greedy?
Greedy had a good game.
You're fucking. You guys are insane.
You're nuts.
You guys are insane.
You're nuts.
Edelman caught the ball on him the whole game.
Edelman's a good receiver.
Okay, so how could Greedy have a good game?
He wasn't covering Edelman the whole game.
Good tackler. He's a good tackler, despite popular opinion. Greedy can tackle.
So you're gonna say that you're gonna support a corner who's gonna play fucking 15 yards off the receiver when it's 3rd and 7.
You don't know if that's play or a scheme.
There was one play where that happened.
There were more than one play because I said it numerous times. Is why is he playing so far off this guy? And the guy walked over there for a first down.
The Patriots needed like 7 yards, and he was way back. Then he came up, and it was too late. Yeah, that was one.
That happened more than once, James.
He's a rookie.
I could find that with any.
He's a rookie
on any team.
I understand he's a rookie. The point that I'm trying to make is, where is the coaching that tells this kid, get the fuck up there? You can't do that.
Don't
play the good game.
Just stop. One of the questions at all for this whole team is, where is the coaching?
Thank you, John.
Least of our problems.
Coaching? No,
I said Greedy. Williams.
Oh, Greedy. Yeah,
you're missing the point.
I'm with you.
John, you're missing the point. Or James, you're missing the point.
Right. Okay. He wasn't doing the Jabril Peppers imitation. He was close.
Jabril Peppers might as well have not even been on the field.
Okay, yeah, maybe somebody should have told him he might want to sneak up a couple yards, but it wasn't that bad.
I'm waiting to hear from everybody else, guys.
Maybe somebody should have told him.
What you're talking about?
Are you on the Greedy Odell's side, or are you on Freddie's going to challenge this name?
It was one fucking play.
It wasn't one play.
Yes,
it was numerous
How are you
plays.
going to call out Greedy when there's so many worse problems on this team? Like,
this is what we need video.
Taking weird-ass timeouts and taking weird-ass penalties.
Weird-ass timeouts? How about just challenging obvious calls that are not going to get overturned for no reason whatsoever?
Denzel Ward had 4 solo tackles, 1 assisted.
He's a good player. Like him.
This is good. This is good. I like this.
This is terrific.
Let's go to special teams, and then we're going to really start ranting.
Imagine, this analysis is free.
Austin Seibert. I need to scroll up here and figure out who said it, but someone said, I think it was...
Here's Austin Seibert, man.
I think it was Ray. He said, special teams or kicking... Oh, Marty. I think it was Marty. The kicking is top-notch, or... The special teams is top notch.
Has Seibert missed yet this season?
I think he missed an extra point. I don't know if he's missed a field goal.
He has not missed a field goal. He's 10 for 10 on the season. Is that
9 of 9 or 10 of 10? One of the two.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
There isn't a kicker in the league that can say that.
Does
right
the
now.
Seibert pick make up for the Corbett pick?
I'll tell you what. If we score some fucking touchdowns, we'd see how he could kick extra points, but we don't really know that yet.
Think about this coming up, guys. Get your comments in there. Does the Seibert pick make up for the whiff on Corbett?
Well, how, guys? Maybe we should make Mike prefer the head interim.
Hey, you know what? At this point, James.
Look at Dontrell Hilliard. 2 returns, 46 yards, longest of 26.
Well, you're right. Get him off the field.
Jamie Gillan. don't even know the guy's name.
Love him.
He's all right. 56 yards.
I like Jimmy. Jamie's just fine. He's just fine. The only problem is I'm just tired of seeing him punt because that just means we had to.
JD says Greedy's first game back after missing all those weeks. Idiot coaching. Tom says LOL. I don't know what he was laughing about, but we are making people laugh out there.
That's that's JD Fleming is 100% on. You knew the guy was coming off. First of all, he's a rookie, and he played one game, and then he's been riding the pine with a fucking hamstring injury that every other guy in the league would have come back in 3 weeks. It seems like.
How do you?
And then I'm not done talking. So then what happens? Nobody coaches this kid up and tells him where to play. You're going to let him play 12 yards off the receiver? It's fucking ridiculous. The coaching on this team right now is deplorable.
Oh, it is. Speaking of, we got a prefer who sent out the punt team when they were down 17, leading to them having to take that penalty and go for it on 4th and 16.
Freddie had the most bizarre explanation for that. Like, well, the punt team just went out there automatically because it was 4th down, and then by the time we figured out that we had to get them off,
clueless.
It was too late, and then so now
the whole ship is rudderless.
Like you don't have those plays drawn up in advance. Like, hey, we're going for this on 4th down regardless.
Right.
You knew where you were as far as the score goes. You knew it was 4-down territory regardless of where you were on the field.
Tom L. Seibert is not a quarterback, and you know it. That is not funny. It's not nice. We have a quarterback. That's my quarterback.
Is that a T.O. imitation right there? It was a really bad
one,
but
yeah.
At least I got it.
Fat white T.O. Look at the 2 highest rated players. Jarvis Landry playing his butt off for this team. He has been so good since we've gotten him. But he ranked 76.6. Run blocking grade was 18th out of 96 qualifying.
At least he didn't get called for any illegal crackback.
And the highest graded player on defense was Myles Garrett, 90.6. 91.4 pass rushing grade, led all qualifying Week 8 edge defenders.
Whoa.
Right there.
Whoa. Don't forget about the blue line, folks. Do a shout of your favorite.
Oh, yeah, and that one's there intentionally. Like, I purposefully split the pictures.
Everybody, that includes you Facebookers also.
What'd you call
This is
him?
my new Mac Wilson cup. Formerly of the guy who destroyed us last game, Jamie Collins.
Jamie Collins.
But I'll have a new face on this cup next week. I'm going to get a whole Mac Wilson picture printed off.
Did you guys really see Jamie Collins' stats for this game?
They're unbelievable.
Did you look at them?
They were unbelievable. You could tell that he was just over here collecting a paycheck, being lazy, taking his hiatus, thinking about, man, I can't wait to go back to the Patriots next year and kick some ass.
We all noticed it, and we all said he was doing that last year, and he was. So once again, that is coaching. So
how many people have packed it in this year already?
Well, hey,
don't say that because I know some that have.
John, let's be fair here. Now, people want to criticize Freddie and say his coaching staff sucks. Well, why wasn't Jamie Collins performing last year under Greg Williams?
Yeah.
Is it because Greg Williams is a shitty coach?
That's what I don't get, man.
Jamie Collins was here. Jamie Collins was here dogging it.
You start to lose. You lose this many games. That's why this next game is super important. What's up, Dino? Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. You lose this week.
Winning solves everything, doesn't it?
It does. You lose this week.
Everything.
This team is it's close to being a dumpster fire right now. As you can tell by the quotes, there's already people calling each other out. There's already people talking to the media, even though there weren't supposed to be any leaks. This is worse than the White House. It's crazy. If they lose to Denver,
what will happen?
They lose to Denver, we're fucked.
If the Browns win against Denver on the road, even if it's against a rookie quarterback, you know how the whole narrative will turn around on Twitter, on Facebook.
I don't think it's going to be just this one game if they win.
Text messages. Oh, yeah. The narrative will be, hey, if we could just win next week, we'll be this record. And then this team loses. And then we're only 2 games out of first. and then we have 2 games against Pittsburgh, and then blah blah blah. You know how it goes.
JD.
I just saw that.
Come get some, Jamie Collins. Nah, I'm good. Because that was the Dwayne Bowe at mentality right there. Let me get a check.
Gosh.
Bill sent me over here to fuck with your team.
Right.
And when I'm done, I'm going back.
Yep.
It's funny, but it's on the coaches, isn't it?
Hey guys, it's open rant time. So let's get no collusion in Berea.
I don't know about that, Thomas.
What the fuck does that mean?
You don't know what collusion means? Look it up.
I do know, but what?
Connie, I am going to be in the Muni lot because you want to know why? I have a track record of predicting the Browns to win, unlike you. You are a hater.
Oh, the guy on the...
Wow. Connie, I don't think is a...
Take that, Connie, from the lot.
Connie is not a hater. She just really loves Tom Brady. And I had to hear about it.
Oh my God,
Sunday.
Tom Brady is such a good quarterback.
No, she was cheering for him to run out of bounds so he wouldn't get hurt.
Move, Tom. They're coming to get you.
Pretty much.
Unhealthy obsession.
Pretty much.
It was very challenging watching it with New England fans because you could just see that my friend is very nice. And I love Dave. We always go there every Thanksgiving. And he was very nice to me. But it was very hard watching that first quarter. And
was
seeing.
It Dave and his daughter that came to the Muni lot a couple of years ago? They're very nice people, but you know what?
Yeah, it was challenging. You could tell that he
Dave.
just wanted to make fun of me the whole time. But I was yelling at the TV myself, so he didn't have to.
That's not very nice. Come on.
The kicked ball, you have a kicked ball, then you have a beautiful run by Chubb, and it gets punched out of his hand, and then you have that stupid fucking toss.
Oh, God.
You know what? You want to. The second we can all say that the Batonio kick was a fluke. It probably will never happen again to another running back.
It only happens to us.
The second one was, as much as I hate to say it, and look, my football resume about as long as my brain surgery resume. It doesn't exist. But everybody in the world knows you're running with the ball, put it in the hand towards the sideline. Not saying that it would have went out of bounds, but at least that guy wouldn't have been able to come in with the right hand and knock it out of there.
It was on the hand towards the sideline.
No, it was in his right hand.
Yeah.
That guy came over on his right side. If he moves it over to his left side, that guy can't, and he's going towards that corner. That guy has to take a different angle.
Browns were right there, right by him. I think
Odell was this close.
He thought he was clear, and I think he thought his speed would get him there with the 2 guys he had.
Yep. He thought you're right. He thought the person on his flank had the guy, and no one was going to get it.
And Odell,
that Patriots guy.
Odell did get a hold of that guy's left arm, trying to move him out of the way. He just was a half a second too late.
Tom L. So Tom L. says TB12 is loved by OBJ.
Yeah,
those guys. Did you see that meme where Odell was handing Tom his shoes and Baker was kind of like looking, giving him the side eye?
It's 2019. Like, this is how, like, the NBA is 10 times worse than that.
What are you, a millennial?
Those guys are all best friends.
You're always taking their side. You're always taking their side. No, you hate the other team no matter what.
These guys all do this shit all the time.
Tom and his son waited in the hallway to talk to OBJ. OBJ wants to be a Patriot.
I don't care. Great. Give Tom Brady his cleats. I don't give a shit. Just win the fucking game. Win the fucking game.
Excuse me.
You know,
Connie says we're going to win 7 of the next 9. I think we're going to win 8 of the next 9.
I think it's possible to win 6.
If we win against Denver, listen,
8-8.
we have 3 challenges coming up, I believe. We have.
Well, don't let Freddie know that because he'll try to use all of them in the same play.
We have Denver, we have Buffalo, and we have Baltimore.
Those kind of challenges.
We have to win those games, and I think if we win those games,
rattle those off again. Say that one more time.
The more challenging games that we have left: Denver, Buffalo, and Baltimore.
Denver defense, yes. Offense,
No,
if they're not going to be able to tee off on this kid that no one even knows what school he went to.
Denver sucks.
Their defense is very good. I'll give them that.
It's not very good. It's okay.
All right.
Let's be honest.
JD agrees with you, Jim.
This is why I'm not disagreeing with Jimmy. What I'm saying is we can't sit here and say, Denver, they suck. Guess what? The Browns are still the most penalized team in the league. They had another 13 penalties this past week. And there's going to be, and knowing their track record, there's going to be 13 more this week, and they're going to lose to what you say, not so good football team.
Okay.
But they're a more disciplined football team.
Hey.
Do we know that?
When you
Every team in the league is more disciplined than us. That's
there might be 3 or 4 that are less disciplined.
Were you up 40-18 in Baltimore a few weeks ago? 40-18 ended up being 40-25.
Will the weather be a factor?
That was on the road. That was on the road. Would you say Denver is quite worse than Baltimore?
Why do we have to talk about games that happened weeks ago that we weren't a part of?
John brought it.
That was our best game so far.
We can.
Angry.
John says we only have 3 challenges left this season, or referred to 3 games that are challenges. As far as I'm concerned, every game coming up is a challenge.
I just don't see
the way this team performs.
I honestly don't see the Dolphins, the Cardinals, and the Bengals as challenges. For as bad as we've been, I really don't. But
if you don't think those games are challenges, you're not watching the same fucking team I'm watching every Sunday.
I am.
These guys cannot get out of their own way.
What's up, Kenneth? It's like these guys bring
Bengals done. 2 wins. Okay? Pittsburgh, they've been playing better. Got 2 wins against them. There are 2 games against them.
All right.
What
is the over/under? How many games do we need to win in order for Freddie to keep his job?
No, he's not going to get fired after 1 year.
Yes, he will.
Unless they lose.
Yes, he will. These idiots go 6-10. He's gone.
I'll tell you what. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose to an inferior team like the Broncos, like you're saying they're not a very good football team.
No, Brian. The Bengals. If you lose to the
Bengals or the Dolphins, he's gone.
Oh, God.
Are we going to lose a game to the Steelers? The Steelers have a really good defense, but they have Mason freaking Rudolph as their quarterback.
I wouldn't be.
The Steelers' defense is not that good. It's not good.
But they play us well. They always seem to have our number. Are we going to lose to them in a season where we should crush them twice?
Why should we crush them, John?
What
has happened this season that tells you we should crush any fucking football team we play?
We crushed the Ravens.
Yes.
Okay, James.
Yes.
We crushed the Ravens, and
it proves that
we beat the Jets. and we could have, if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, we could have beaten the Rams, possibly the Patriots,
possibly the Seahawks,
and
definitely
the Seahawks.
We definitely could have won the Seahawks.
We got crushed against the 49ers.
We quit against the 49ers.
You're right.
We quit against the Titans.
I know.
You're right.
I mean, you guys are saying like this team has lost these games on like last-second field goals or something. They kill themselves every week with penalties, and stupid freaking plays.
Okay, Brian, but if you just clean up the penalties and stupid plays, then you could win.
Is it too late to clean up the
penalties? When is that going to happen, James?
Are we too far down?
It could.
God.
Do we? I don't know. Do we have less penalties against lesser opponents? Is that something that may happen?
I don't think we've played a game yet this season where we did not have more penalties than the other team.
Eek. What's up, Dina?
I'm just saying, it's possible.
Anything's possible. Is it? But at this point, it doesn't seem very realistic.
And I would like to bring up the 2 drives against New England in which the Browns were not penalized. Lo and behold, they scored a touchdown and a field goal.
Everybody listening, get your predictions in.
Imagine
that was about it.
You are mad. And you don't need to be mad. You need to be glad, and you need to be positive.
So
you need to pull yourself out of this rut. You need to believe in this team and this collection of talent, and believe that Freddie is a player's coach, and they're going to pull it together, and they're going to win, and they're going to not turn the ball over, and they're not going to get penalized. You need to believe it as a fan.
What a huge crock of shit. God, what are you drinking tonight?
Everybody get your
in that
penalties and
Jamie
headlines
Collins.
Ready to go to bed.
What is in that Jamie Collins cup that you're drinking? Because I need some of that.
You know me. I like Johnny Manziel. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you do not.
Oh, the predictions are coming in.
Who do you got? Who's got what?
Well, we got Glenn.
Well,
And Glenn says
so I got
Browns 20.
Wow.
Denver 13.
Tom Pickett says Browns
win.
win 34-17.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
I think this is the start of something big, guys.
me too. I do too.
Scott Blaker, very he just jumped out there with 35 to 17. Man, everybody's giving.
Here's my question. Is Callaway going to get drug tested after the game because he went to Denver?
Rocky
and
Mountain High?
Probably got some legal
Good call,
weed?
man. Yep. The weed store.
Just a question. It's legal. He might have a family member go and hook him up with some
Is there
cartridges.
anybody
Liz P's got the Browns 21
who likes Antonio
to
Callaway?
17. Here's my question.
Does
I'm not trying to shit on everybody's picks or predictions here, but almost everybody has the fucking Broncos scoring 13 to 17 points with a third string quarterback that nobody has heard of, and we're supposed to have a really good defense. How are they getting 17?
I don't think we have
no
a really good
fucking
defense.
way the Broncos are going to score 13.
Here we go, Marty Fagans. I'm going to write you down here.
Oh, this is you heard it here first.
I like where Marty Fagans
He's
is coming
predicting a
from.
blowout.
He's got 34-3. Now that's the kind of game. I'm sorry.
Okay, JD
you want me to
Fleming.
jump back on the bandwagon, the Spalding freaking bandwagon, where everything's daisies and fucking puppies and shit.
Jump on it, baby.
Yeah, show me 37-3, and then I'll come right over to you guys. Until that day, I'm gonna
Next
be
Wednesday,
I'm gonna
buddy.
Be, I'm gonna be this fucking guy right
Next
here.
Wednesday, Marty's getting a point, and you're changing your tune.
Broncos 21, Browns 20.
JD Fleming, I'm going to kick you out of this group. You're not allowed to watch the fan cast anymore. I don't care what Glenn says. You're gone.
That's a joke. Come on.
Siebert misses his field goal as time expires. I hate you.
Okay.
Now, however, that is a good Browns way to lose. Like, we would do that.
So a quarterback that's never started a game in the NFL is going to score 21 points against the Browns. Okay.
No, I mean, if he was to say something like, who's holding the ball for Seibert? Is it
Gillen?
Yeah, if he was to say something like Gillen picks it up and throws it out of bounds accidentally, then I could see it
Gillen would.
being
I could see Gillen pile driving someone on the field for whatever reason.
Ready for my prediction?
Well, we got Raymond. He says 30. Yeah, let's do yours, then we'll get Ray's, Tom's, and
Ray's got 31-0 in favor of the Browns. Jimmy, what are you thinking over there?
I got Browns 38-6. You heard it here first.
Sound confident.
Jimmy, 38-6.
38-6, Browns.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Spalding, what ridiculous number are you going to throw out there?
I'm going to go 17-13 Browns. I think it's just going to be a reasonable game. We're going to do just enough to get the victory.
And is that going to be enough for some people to jump on your bandwagon?
No. But they will be on the bandwagon after we beat a 5-win Buffalo team.
You know what?
You're going to explode.
Elizabeth Pickett says 21. Browns 17.
Did we get Tom L's?
Broncos. Tom L. Where is Tom?
Tom L says Browns 8, Broncos 9, Browns penalties 17, Broncos penalties 6.
Oh, I saw Tom's in here somewhere.
Hater. We
That's
shouldn't
not
be.
what
We
he
shouldn't have to
said.
read yours, Tom.
No.
You know
Connie?
what, Tom, you're.
Oh, look at Connie back picking the Browns again. She might know something we don't. Browns 27, Denver 10.
Connie from the lot. Just to recap, Glenn does not get the point from last week.
Thank you.
No, I'm kidding. He does. Glenn was by far the closest. So, as of this past week, here's where we are in our standings.
JD wants to know the spread. I do not know the spread.
No one cares.
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. We're not betting here. I don't know the spread anyway. Connie has
really
2
bet.
points. Connie from the lot has 2 points so
Boo.
far this season. Glenn has 1. Jimmy has 1. Tom P has 1. And Mr. John Sturmack has 1. I do not think, unfortunately, that we are going to score as much as I would like us to in this game, because it's just something fucking always happens, and I don't know why. I haven't been able to figure it out. But I will say that the Browns are going to win. It won't be as convincing as
I do have the betting lines if anyone would like to know them.
Go ahead.
The Cleveland Browns are -3, and the over-under is 39. So there you go.
Okay. Well, that probably I would like to think that the Browns could come out this week and put up 35 and walk away with this game handily.
They have to.
It would be to get a lot of people to come back to where they wanted to be. They would really need to destroy a team that they,
Obviously,
for all
I
intents and
think
purposes,
this is
they
the game
should.
where they just fucking totally destroy the Broncos.
I think besides Lindsey and who's the other running back they acquired this year?
Royce
Lindsey
Freeman.
Yeah, Royce. Or he's been on there for a couple of years,
Royce
hasn't he?
Freeman and Lindsey are their two main.
Yeah, I mean, if they can really pin the run down, that means the tight end that they drafted this year is kind of underachieving. He's a rookie; he's not doing all that much. And then they have one really good wide receiver, Cortland Sutton. Is that his name? Is this kid going to be able to find him?
Right. They traded Sanders, didn't they?
Did he? So on the 49ers. And they got rid of Demaryius Thomas, and they have one guy.
They got Von Miller. Is he doing anything this year?
They have one guy, but they got Von Miller still. Defense.
I'm gonna give Denver 6 because that's about as much as I think they're gonna get. But unfortunately, I'm only gonna give the Browns 23.
Only to give them 23. Anything over 20 is good for this team.
Well, we're only averaging like 17 points a game, I think, this season.
Still at Mile High against a decent defense. We score 30+. It'll be a ton of fun to watch. Go Browns. That's
just hearing some former NFL players talk this week on the radio. Traveling to Denver and playing there is one of the hardest things to do.
It is. Yeah. No.
So, you really have to condition your body for this. Hopefully they got there at enough time to be ready.
Hey, are you going to Jeans?
Yes, everybody.
I'll see you there.
Go to Gene's Sundays for away games. You won't regret it.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next Wednesday. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Ooh.
What do you always say at the end there, James?
Oh, later, bitches.
Later, everyone.
Suckers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns on old downtown road. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. Gonna take my dogs to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. I got Odell running the flat, touchdown with a snatch. Teammate holding back and the stadium is packed. Riding with my dogs. Ha.